Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome in to the Hopkinton High School Athletic Center. You are tuned in for Hopkinton Hillers Boys Varsity Basketball on HCAM. Tom Nappy here on the call. Happy to be with you on this Tuesday evening. Steve Spector expected to join us. Right now, let's send it down to courtside for the opening.
And establishing a healthy environment for interscholastic competition. The league will not tolerate negative statements or actions directed towards competitors, game officials, or fans in attendance. Such actions include taunting, trash talking, and the berating of players or officials. Please respect all decisions made by officials. Please respect fans, coaches, participants, and opponents alike. Thank you for helping create a positive, respectful, and fun environment here at Hopkinton High School. And now for tonight's lineups for the visiting Raiders. At guard, captain number 2, Theo Allen. At guard, captain number 3, Grant Sullivan. At guard, number 13, Julian Mariano. At forward, captain number 22, Thomas Kearney. At guard, number 33, Ryan Frigiani. The Raiders are coached by head coach Rick Grady, assisted by Matt Michelle, Brett Boyd, and Sam Merton. And now for your hometown Hopkinton Hillers. At guard, junior, number 10, Tori Alstrom-Hall. At forward, sophomore, number 25, Rylan August. At center, senior, number 35, James Marcinowski. At guard, senior captain, number 3, Cooper Willison. At guard, senior captain, number 3, Sam Dedejian. The Hillers are coached by head coach Tom Keene, assisted by Chris Banks, Nick Walker, and Jay Golden. And now if you could please rise, if able, for the singing of our national anthem.
And welcome back to the Hopkinton High School Athletic Center for Hopkinton Hillers Boys Varsity Basketball. There you have it, the starters and the national anthem. And we have Steve Spector here, who will be on the call with me. Dover-Sherborn is 4-9, Hillers 9-3. Hillers white hot coming into tonight. They have won their last 3 games. And this past Friday, they had a tremendous win over the Medfield Warriors as they took it 99-75. Record-setting night for the Hiller boys. Steve, how you doing?
Everything's good. Just been a It's been a great long day, but I got here just in the nick of time, and looking forward to another fun game here at the Athletic Center with you.
Absolutely. Should be a good one tonight. Dover-Sherborn, they may be 4-9, but always a tough team to deal with. They are coached very well, led by Rick Grady, as Dover-Sherborn starts with possession off the tip. A 3 attempt, no good there by Sullivan. Dover-Sherborn maintains as Sullivan gets it over to Mariano. And now backcourt goes Fragiani. Trying to take it in is Kearney. Thomas Kearney, someone you're going to have to look out for if you are the Hillers. Good shooter for Dover-Sherborn. And as I was saying, they're led by head coach Rick Grady, who just recently got his 200th career win. And the Hillers, of course, led by the legendary Tom Keene.
Always a good matchup between these two schools.
Most certainly is, and it is Dover-Sherborn ball. Set to inbound is Julian Mariano. And Hiller girls, they're in Dover-Sherborn tonight. We have some news from that game in just a moment, as the Blue Raiders working around the perimeter. Fires it over to the corner. Fragiani gets it over to Kearney. And now taking it in, Sullivan along the baseline, and it's going to go Hiller way. There was a Hiller foul earlier that was on Ryland August. So the Hiller girls were down 19-9 through the first quarter against Dover-Sherborn. That game's now at the half, and it's tied up at 27 apiece.
Wow, big comeback.
Certainly is. A nice 18-point quarter for the Hiller girls. We'll certainly keep you updated on that game as well. Willardson driving in, kicks it out. Alstrom Hall for 3, no good. A little short on that shot attempt. Fragiani with it, gets it over to Sullivan. Back to Fragiani. Now to the wing, 3-ball. Kearney knocks it down. First points of the game for either team.
Senior captain.
And he was actually recently named the hometown player of the week for Dover-Sherborn. He's had a couple of great performances lately, someone you're going to have to look out for tonight.
You can see that happening.
Fragiani on the entry.
It's a patented Hiller full court press. There it is. What amazing hustle.
Great turnover by Ryland August as he comes to a slide and is able to get possession. Hiller is working along the top of the perimeter. August back to Willardson for 3. No, rattles out.
It's a good look, though.
Certainly was. Rebound Mariano. Here comes Theo Allen up the near side. Driving in, up and in. He goes. And DS off to a 5-0 lead.
The two captains both scoring for Dover-Sherborn. Beautiful shot.
The Dejin in the paint. Kicks it out. Alstrom Hall for 3. No. Well, the Hillers are trying to get that 3-ball going early. And so far, they have fallen flat. Sullivan taking it in, kicks it out. 3 attempt, Allen, no. And it's a Hiller rebound. Marcinowski there to collect. Alstrom Hall driving down the lane. Count it.
Really nice left hand there at the end. Little English off the glass. That's a travel. That's a travel.
That was LeBron-like there, I would say. Here comes Fragiani driving baseline. Up and in is Kearney.
It's an old-fashioned shootout here.
Certainly is. Back and forth we go, and we're going to have a foul. First foul of the game on DS. Ryland August heading to the line.
Geez, Tom, you got to give Dover-Sherborn credit making a statement early, trying to establish themselves on the road against a hot team, like you said. And Hiller's trying to look for an answer. Down 7-2 at the moment.
August on his first of 2. No good. I want to give a big shout out to Tina and Jeff Kemper, who are tuned in tonight. August on the second free throw attempt. No good.
Oh, nice job. Marcinowski, big hoop.
Count it. First field goal of the evening for the Hillers.
Another steal.
And the turnover.
Oh.
Up goes Cho. No, poked out. Over to Dedejian it goes. The pass from the elbow to August in the corner. No good on the 3 attempt. Rebound by Sullivan. Here comes DS. 3 attempt. No good there by Mariano. A pump fake, and we're going to have a travel. Fagiani took 1 step too many. Seven to 4 DS lead, 4:37 left to go in the first quarter. Cho takes it down. Simulus back to Cho. Mitch Simulus had a big game against Medfield. Driving in Canales, and now Marcinowski kicks it out. Down the lane goes Cho. No, can't finish. Rebound Frigiani. And ball got loose, picked up by Allen. Along the wing now, Mariano. Back to Allen, Mariano. Over to Frigiani. Kicks it out. Sullivan back to Frigiani on the wing, and he knocks it down. The freshman hitting his first 3 of the evening.
Definitely a nice shot. With a man in his face, too.
Hiller's going to have to get that offense going. DS seems ready to go here in this first quarter.
Oh,
Marcinowski, no. Put back, no. And a DS rebound. The Hillers struggling a little bit in this first quarter. Offensively, driving in. And now along the corner, Mariano. Here's Frigiani. Gets it over to the wing. Kearney for 3. No good there. Pulled down by Dedejian. Dedejian driving the lane.
Nice
Count it.
That was a nice move by Dedejian. Just made up his mind he's going to the hoop, and Dover-Sherborn really didn't have anything to say about that.
I think that's what the Hillers need to do for now. You're struggling a bit with the 3 ball. Drive in, play the low post game. A high pass there, but it's collected by
nice
Allen.
play.
And a nice feed underneath to Kearney, and he finishes.
It's a good timeout by Coach Keene to, 2:50, under 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Really only 6 points so far for the Hillers. And as we've seen, Tom, many a time, these things can happen in bunches. And coming off, a couple of games recently in the 90s offensively for the Hillers, this is a little bit of a pendulum swinging the other way, but hopefully we'll get Coach Keene will get them on track here.
Well, you're just waiting for that offense to heat up. You hope that it will at some point. And 2 of their last 3 games, this Hiller boys team has had 90-plus points. They scored 90 against Bellingham last Tuesday, and then ended up getting a win, scoring somewhere in the 60s, and then beat Medfield 99-75.
And Dover-Sherborn, obviously, they always bring tough teams, and don't let the record fool you kind of thing. They certainly have come out and tried to make a statement early, and the Hillers have their hands full right now.
Absolutely. Yeah, this DS team always seems to be a challenge regardless of record, and they have certainly produced some great basketball players out of Dover-Sherborn. Had a couple of very deep runs in recent seasons. Dedejian driving in. Up he goes, no good. And it's pulled down by DS, collected by Daly. With it now, Sullivan gets it over. Kearney now to the corner. The kick out, around the horn they go. Shot from the left wing, knocking it down, Quinn Daly.
Nice shot and really good ball movement to set up the shot.
Dover-Sherborn feeling it from the perimeter. Dedejian gets it in, the kick out by Simulus, and now a 3 ball, no good. There's a kick out by Canales, missed shot by Simulus. Here comes DS. Daly hands it off over to Weitzman, and it's taken away. Quick break, Simulus. And he lost it. Sullivan picks it up for DS, falls into the trap, able to get it away to Mariano.
Oh, that's a wall.
And Mariano, no good.
That looks like a LeBron James 4-step walk, and they let it go. But
Dedejian up, and no. He gets it back. Good hustle there, and draws a foul. He'll take it.
Playing with conviction. Really aggressive on the offensive boards for Hopkinton, down by 9 points early. Looking to move the needle the other way here.
The Hiller boys moved up to 20th in the Division II state rankings, which was good to see. Missed 3 there by Simulus. Collected by Sullivan. Mariano with it. Gets it over to the wing. Weitzman driving in, now along the corner. These are the matchups you gotta watch out for, though. You've had a lot of opponents 500 or above. You get a stingy opponent tonight that really hasn't had the season that they've wanted record-wise, but certainly brings a lot of talent to the table. So this is a game you got to look out for if you're the Hillers.
I think so. I agree with you. And, you know, if you look at their record 4-9, probably, I'm sure there's been some close games in there. Very easily could be close to 500. And same thing for the Hillers. So, anyway, this is going to be...
It's going to be a battle.
It's going to be a tight finish, I think.
Theo Allen driving down.
Foul. There we go.
And it's no good, plus an offensive foul. 3 fouls in the first quarter for Dover-Sherborn, 2 for the Hillers.
Theo Allen got his money's worth on that when he ran over the Hiller defender.
Very rare to see this Hiller team only with 6 points with a minute left in the first quarter.
I would agree.
We'll see if they can pick it up. Driving
there it
in,
is.
And a nice feed up and in. Canales. Good feed by August. Full court pressure by the Hillers, looking for that trap and turnover. Weitzman gets it underneath.
Nice ball
Good
fake.
passing
Wow.
by DS. And with the finish, the big man, the junior Lucas Olmstead.
He might be the tallest player on the court tonight.
I would say so. Elstrom Hall.
Oh, nice pass.
Couldn't get it over. It's batted back to him along the baseline. Kicks it out. Willardson bobbles it, able to recover. Over to August now. Back to Willardson. Driving down over the defender. No good. And it is knocked away, but we're going to have a foul. August got a little too physical there.
A little frustration foul there. Hiller's just, I don't want to say trying too hard, but I think, as we've mentioned a couple times, they're feeling a little pressure to try to score here. It'd be great to get one more bucket to get into double digits before the end of the quarter. That would require a steal or something.
Full court pressure once again.
And a turnover.
And
that'll work.
There you go. They'll take it. And we're keeping an eye on that Hiller girls game in Dover-Sherborn. They just started the third quarter. Hiller girls were trailing 19-9 after the first quarter, but came back with a very good second quarter. It was 27-all at the half.
10 seconds, guys.
Willardson with it. Hiller's looking for the buzzer beater. 5 seconds. Driving in. And trying to kick it out. Called for the travel. Dover-Sherborn will have it with 3.3 seconds left to go in the first quarter.
That's unfortunate. Gonna launch it, bud.
Yeah,
I think it's
he
gonna
might
just
just
kinda
hold
hold
it.
it. Yeah.
Yep. No shot there.
I would have taken the shot from
Why
there.
risk it?
I'm gonna keep that shooting percentage. You don't want to hurt that shooting percentage.
That's right.
3/4.
It's all about the stats. After 1 quarter of play, it's Dover-Sherborn 17, the Hillers 8. Hopkinton with some work to do. They're going to try to get their offense going. And, you know, at times this Hiller team does tend to start off a little bit slow offensively. And tonight might be one of those nights. You just hope they pick it up at some point, because this Dover-Sherborn team, they're playing some good basketball here tonight so far.
I mean, the score supports what you just said, and you know we've seen many a time where a halftime chat or something can turn things around. And right now, the Hillers would love to get similar to what the girls did in the first quarter against the Dover-Sherborn girls. Tough start. And maybe we'll see something similar here in the second quarter, where the Hiller boys can flip things around.
Hiller girls update. They currently lead 34-32 with 5 minutes 30 seconds left to go in the third quarter.
You see the new screen here, Tom? I wasn't.
Yes, everything got fixed. Mike came in and fixed everything. Big thank you to Mike, and of course Jim as well. Mike and Jim worked hard to get the TV screen working as well as the projector so the crowd can see the broadcast as well. Kadasian kicks it out. King fires across. Driving in Alstrom Hall, and a pretty finish there.
Beautiful. Not an easy shot. Had a really delicate, just no backboard available on that one. Had to lay it in there.
This DS team, they're passing long here and passing well. They're not giving up any turnovers, but they're going to give up one there. Here goes August down the lane, and will kick it out. 3 attempts, no good there by Alstrom Hall. Battle for it, and a jump ball called as Alstrom Hall and Frigiani got wrapped up. Called just before Alstrom Hall ripped it out.
I don't mean to be refereeing from up here. I guess I am, but
You would never. Frigiani on the entry.
oh, there's a steal.
Oh, nice steal by Alstrom Hall. Trying to put it out of bounds off a DS defender. It works out anyway. Emerson King with the finish.
All of a sudden, the Hillers hit the switch.
Ooh, little elbow there, no call.
That's a nice pass.
I think the ref saw that as accidental. Up and no good by Frigiani, but we do have a foul. There probably should have been a call with that elbow.
A lot going on there.
Right, Frigiani, the freshman at the line, and has been a big part of this Dover-Sherborn team this season. And he's going to be a player to watch in coming years.
We got to keep an eye on Ryland August with his 3rd foul early in the 2nd quarter, so he's kind of come out right now. That's unfortunate, but we may not see him till the 2nd half.
Very possible. Frigiani does hit his first. Now for the second, no. And it's pulled down by Sean Brown. Here come the Hillers. Alstrom Hall kicks it over to the corner. The pass from King batted out of play. Hillers will have the entry. Backcourt to Willardson. Just over a minute played in this 2nd quarter. Willardson was directing traffic. Along the short corner, Brown kicks it out. 3 attempt. Adasian knocks it down.
Looks like things are leveling off here, Tom.
Perhaps they're starting to get heated up a little bit offensively. Along the top of the perimeter, pass there by Frigiani, able to corral it in with Saber, and now into the trap goes Allen, able to get it into the paint, and some nice passing by Dover-Sherborn leads to the Julian Mariano finish.
Well, the Hillers are starting to play with some desperation, sense of desperation.
Ooh, that's a foul. We're going to get Kearney with his first. Heading to the line, Torrey Alstrom Hall. For correction, that is Willardson. Cooper Willardson had a terrific night last Friday against Medfield.
Steady player.
And he hits the first.
Free throws.
He is in the scorebook.
Hillers, all of a sudden, there's a little, people are exhaling around here in the gym. At least the Hopkinton fans are.
Willardson had a team-leading 21 points last Friday night.
Nice.
And that tremendous 99-point win. Just 1 bucket away from 100, Steve.
That would have been a little cherry on top on that.
It would have been.
99 is a nice number.
I was hoping to have my first triple-digit game. I can't say I've seen one.
They let you down, huh?
It's okay. I think 99 points is just fine. Free attempt knocked down by Frigiani.
Jeez, freshman, that was from the parking lot in that one.
Alstrom Hall with a nice overhand pass. Kicks it out to Dajan for 3. No good there.
There you go.
Willardson bats it back to Alstrom Hall, who finishes. 6 points, 3 field goals for Alstrom Hall.
Great job by the Hillers there.
DS quickly up court. Kearney no good.
Nice.
Follow through, yes.
Follow up.
Theo Allen with the finish. A 6-point DS lead. Willardson with the underhand. Count it. It's like a skills competition out there right now.
Shootout. There's about 3 buckets in the last 15 seconds.
Both teams doing very good at running the floor.
That was
Sullivan.
Looked like a walk, but no call on that.
No good on the hook shot, and the Hillers have it. The Dajan quick break. Down the lane, up for the shot. Count it.
timeout by the Dover-Sherborn. Really good timeout by their coach, and Coach Grady's seen enough. And almost a carbon copy of the girls' game as you described earlier. All of a sudden it's close to a tie. And Hillers have hit the offense button and turned it up. And here we are, we got a 2-point game.
They are right back in it. 2-point game, a nice offensive outburst for the Hillers. Only 8 points in the first quarter. And they are already up to 15 second quarter points.
In less than 3 minutes.
Very impressive stuff,
Yeah.
must say. And that's how quick this team could score. That's what's unbelievable about them. They could take it from a 2 or a 3 to a 10 in about a minute.
Yeah, they don't. Once they get the floodgates open, all of a sudden momentum, and it's a collective effort. It's not just one player. It's the swarming defense causing some turnovers, and they're getting the fruits of that right now with cutting the lead down from 9 points to 2 points in a very short period of time.
Once they hit that first 3, this seems to be the trend with this team. Hiller girls update. Dover-Sherborn leading, or actually that's the Hillers leading, 40-37. Looks like just above 2 minutes to go in the third quarter in that one. That game started at 6 o'clock. They moved it up to an earlier time due to having no JV game. Over to Sullivan, now driving in Daly.
Oh, that's
and it's good.
Got a friendly roll off the front of the rim on that one.
That's rare here.
Yeah, right.
Back to Willardson. Over to Cho, to Dejan. Gonna work the defender, drives down, kicks it out to Cho. Cho for 3,
Oh,
no
too
good.
bad.
Willardson with the rebound. Good hustle there.
That's a foul. Yep.
Yeah, some contact in the interior as Brown corralled in the pass from Simulus.
I want to give the props to the ref on that. They're letting the guys play out there. Willardson and Sullivan kind of, clunked into each other, but it was just, no foul call, which was the right call.
Willardson for 3.
And 1. Jeez, he looks like he...
Oh, that was a foul. Yeah, I think he got it. A late call, but they got it.
I think there's a
Or
mutual...
did they? They didn't call a foul there.
No, there was no...
Well, they got away with one. We'll leave it at that.
Looked like... Could have been. Oh, there's a steal.
Nice steal there by Dejan around the back, and Willardson trying to corral it and knocked out of bounds, called out on the Blue Raiders.
Dejan had an inkling to do the step around, and then looked like he lost the ball a little bit, but it ended up going to Willardson, and there we go. Good move by Chota. Good ball handling by Cho at the top.
Very physical game out there so far. Simulus, yes.
That's a tough move.
Simulus in the scorebooks for his first time tonight. He had a great night as well against Medfield. Over to the near side. Taking it down is Mariano. Here comes Sullivan over to the corner. 3 attempt.
Oh, in and out.
Rattles out.
That's
The
close.
unforgiving rim. That was Kearney on the attempt. Around the perimeter they go. Show to Willardson. He's going to drive down. Up for the shot. No, and it's pulled down by Daly.
Another one is in and out.
Mariano takes it up, feeds the corner. 3 attempt, and that one is good as gold. Theo Allen knocking it down.
That was a really nice shot.
Long pass underneath to Simulus. Around the perimeter they go. Dejan in the corner gets it over.
Oh, nice block.
Some contact there, but no foul call as Brown tried to lay it in. Diaz quickly up the floor, and a nice finish by Kearney. Blue Raiders back on top by 7. Well, Dover-Sherborn starting to pick it up offensively. Willardson over to Simulus. I think it's going to be what team gets tired first in this one. We're going to get a travel on show.
Yeah. Cho's really super quick. He just lost his balance there a little bit and had to save himself from falling, and unfortunately traveled on that play. But Hillers all of a sudden, the last time on the break, they haven't really done much since then at 5-minute mark. But Dover-Sherborn, as you said, is taking it to him a little bit in the last couple minutes.
Continuing with the full court
nice
pressure and a sweet finish there by Kearney.
Timeout.
I'll tell you, I haven't seen an offense that's this effective against that Hillers full court press. The Hillers, despite the fact they're getting them to fall in some traps, the DS passing has been very good tonight.
And that was a forced pass by the Hillers on. I think they need a timeout. That's what I would do.
And some nice passing there. Theo Allen to Quinn Daly, and Quinn Daly feeds the bucket. And just like that, the Blue Raiders
That was quick.
back on top by double digits. They're up by 11. 2:18 left to go in the first half. And what a seesaw game this has been. It started off kind of heavily in the Blue Raiders' direction, with the Hillers missing many attempts from the field, and then you get into the second quarter, things go back the Hillers' way. They get within 2, and then they haven't scored since. They've been down by 2. 13-0 run for Dover-Sherborn.
Wow, I mean, the wheels have kind of fallen off. Maybe they got a little comfortable. Dover-Sherborn called a timeout. They made some adjustments and had a little discussion in the timeout circle, and they've gathered themselves, and the Hillers haven't found the answer to that. So to your point, it's going back and forth, and hopefully within the last couple minutes of the half, the Hillers can regroup and tighten things up, get some momentum going into the halftime.
I'm going to be curious to see if they back off the press a little bit, and maybe just have a one-man press and guard the zone a little bit more, because the Blue Raiders are passing right around it. We do have a girls update. Dover-Sherborn girls leading Hopkinton 43-41 heading into the fourth quarter.
Tight one.
Very tight game. That one's going down to the wire. Elstrom Hall down the lane, no good. Got to finish there. Fagiani pulls it down. He's going to take it up the lane. That's no good. Rebound
that's
Simulus.
a nice pass.
Nice pass.
Beautiful.
And the finish by Canales.
It was not an easy pass. Threaded the needle. Here's a full court press. And,
The Hillers needed that
for a trap
finish.
here.
Dover-Sherborn, they are working up the floor quickly in this one. The Hillers quickly guard the zone, and I think they're going to be sure to get those defenders back a little bit quicker going forward. Long 2 here. That's no good by Kearney, and the Hillers have it. Pulled down by Canales, and now Cho going to launch a 3. That's no good. Marcinowski with the rebound and the putback. Count it. His second bucket of the evening.
Needed that one, man.
Back to a 7-point game. $1:20 left to go. Over to the corner, 3 attempt, no good by Allen. Batted in the air, DS maintains. Kick out by Daly. Now along the corner, that's Fragiani. No good there, and Marcinowski with the rebound. Here comes Elstrom Hall. To Cho. Cho, wide open 3, no good. Cho struggling from three-point land. Under a minute left now. Over to Sullivan. Up top, that is Fragiani. Fragiani launches it. No.
He's been in and out. He's a really nice shooter. He's only a freshman.
The unforgiving rim strikes again.
They must have tightened him up last night or something.
Driving in, that's Canales. Gets it over to Elstrom Hall. Putting on the moves, back out to Canales. Along the top, Simulus.
Good D by Dover-Sherborn.
Simulus around the defender,
There it is.
yes.
That's a big hoop. Tighten it up to 5 points, and the clock's still running. Could use a steal here.
12 seconds. Probably should have been a violation there.
That was close.
Very close.
No foul.
Taking it up. And now driving in, and the nice finger roll by Kearney. And a good half by Dover-Sherborn. They maintain the lead despite a couple of offensive explosions by the Hillers, but both teams striking effectively in that second quarter and at the halftime break. It's Dover-Sherborn 38, the Hillers 31. Dover-Sherborn puts up 21 points as the Hillers put up 23. Quite a back and forth quarter that was, Steve.
Well, I mean, the score is almost very similar to what it was after the first quarter. So, again, I'm going to tip my hat to Dover-Sherborn to date so far tonight for really being very composed on the road, playing against a pretty hot team, as you said. And I think the halftime discussions should be pretty spirited in Coach Keene's locker room and both locker rooms. But hopefully the Hillers will come out with a little extra mojo and take things in their own hands in the second half.
Absolutely. Well, good news. We still have a lot of basketball left to be played at the halftime break. Dover-Sherborn 38, Hillers 31. Second half coming up in a few minutes, but at the break, we are going to give you a look at some of the latest Hopkinton Hiller highlights. You are tuned in to Hopkinton Hillers Boys Varsity Basketball on HCAM. To start off the week, Hopkinton Hillers boys basketball hosted Milford, and it was an absolute battle. Here's a look at what happened. Rivera working against August, gets it over. Now driving baseline and going up and in. Dio Rodriguez, the junior, gets it over to the corner, up for three. No good by Rivera, and the putback up and in. Dio Rodriguez, and that is going to do it. Milford led 21-6 heading into the second quarter. Good open opportunities. Just has to start knocking down those shots. From the corner for three, Willinson, count it! Up the floor goes the Scarlet Hawks. The feet underneath. On Tuesday, January 21st, Hopkinton Hiller girls basketball hosted Norton. Steve Spector and Mike Tarosian were on the call.
For sure, and there's a three-pointer.
Oh, pretty.
Which was beautiful. Gabby Simulus with a freshman with a big-time three, cutting the lead to 7. Wow, nice shot. Callie Salem.
Norton took the win over the Hillers 41-34. Hopkinton falls to 6-5. Norton improves to 6-6. On Wednesday, January 22nd, Hiller wrestling battled Dedham. Here's a look at what happened.
We have Sean Baker to meet his parents, Jody and Michael. Ian Byatt is going to meet our coaches for a photo. Ryan Doon to meet his parents, Victor and Gina, and his brother, Henry. Anthony Flores to meet the coaches. Ryan Hoyt to meet his parents, Carrie and Ted. G to meet his mom, Heather, and brother, Izzy. Ian Peterson to meet his parents, Amy and Matthew, and his siblings, Eli, Emery, Isaac, and Abel. Next, we have Mateo Tomas to meet his parents, Jose and Lynette.
the Hillers took the win 53-30 and improved to 4-0 on the season. On Thursday, January 23rd, Hiller Alpine Ski hit the slopes.
On the blue course, number 811, Ryan Dow from Hopkinton.
Be sure to catch Hiller Alpine Ski Thursdays live on HCAM. On Friday, January 24th, Hiller Boys Basketball hosted Medfield, and it was a record-setting night of scoring for the Hillers. Here comes Elstrom Hall. Kadasian, Willardson for three. Yes! Cooper Willardson feeling it. He has 9 points on the night, a trifecta of threes. Now driving in, Armani kicks it out. Back to Armani, it's punched away, and Willardson has it. Willardson feeds it out. Stimulus thought about it, kicks it back to Willardson, up for three. Yes! Cooper Willardson. Elstrom Hall trying to split the defenders there, able to get it back, fires it over for three. King, count it! To the corner, Willardson for three. Yes! With the pressure, Cooper Willardson knocks down another. He has 15 points tonight. Underneath, and the Hillers have the turnover. Pass goes right into Dasian's arms. Elstrom Hall down the lane, count it, plus the foul. 5 seconds left. Over to the corner, three attempts, got it! Ryland August gets the buzzer beater. And the Hillers go into the fourth quarter up by 22, 76-54. A 33-point third quarter, and the Hillers tallied 99 points and took the win over Medfield 99-75. Cooper Willardson led the way with 21 points. James Marcinowski netted 17 points, and Mitch Simulus added 15 points. As the Hillers improved to 9-3, Medfield falls to 8-4. On Saturday, January 25th, Hiller boys hockey battled Medfield. It was a 3-1 Medfield lead heading into the third period. Merkel up against Sanderson. Over to the near side. Dixon gonna send it up the ice. Spavento sets it aside. Cajoli trying to come down, stalled away. There's a shot, turned away, and then off the rebound. It's popped in by Sanderson. Medfield gets a short-handed goal. Medfield would add 3 more goals in the third frame and take the 6-1 win. The Medfield Warriors improved to 13-0-1. The Hopkinton Hillers fall to 4-6-2. Welcome back into the Hopkinton High School Athletics Center. We are ready for the second half, a 38-31 Dover-Sherborn lead as we enter the second frame. Tom Nappy alongside Steve Spector on the call. Let's take a look at the first half scoring totals for Dover-Sherborn. Theo Allen with 7 points, Julian Mariano with 2, Thomas Kearney 13, Quinn Daly with 7, Lucas Olmstead with 2, Ryan Fragiani with 7 for the Hillers, Cooper Willardson with 4, Tori Elstrom Hall with 6, Emerson King with 2, Mitch Simulus 4, Jackson Canales 4, Sam Dadasian 7, and James Marcinowski with 4. The Hillers were trailing 17-8 following the first quarter, picked it up in the second quarter, outscored Dover-Sherborn 23-21. And as we start the third quarter, DS 38, Hillers 31. Hopkinton set to inbound, working right to left across your screen. Pass gets away from Elstrom Hall, but he's able to regather. Hillers working along the top of the perimeter. Wilson calling it out, hands it over to Marcinowski. Elstrom Hall gonna take it down, no good there.
Forced it there.
And
Great job.
battle for a good steal by Elstrom Hall. Up go for the
There you go.
shot goes Willardson, and he knocks it down. 6 points for Willardson. And Steve, this Dover-Sherborn offense is on tonight, so the Hillers, they're hoping they can turn their offense on and keep it going. There's a 3-ball there for Theo Allen.
That was a wide open he had all day. No contest or uncontested. That's the word I'm looking for. I'm a little speechless how wide open he was. That's the problem.
Theo Allen already in double digits with 10 points. We're trying to keep an eye on this girls game as well. Nice shot there. Cadasian knocking it down.
It's a little senior leadership here. Get this Hiller boys back in the game here. They're still in the game. It's just Dover-Sherborn.
No good on that 3 attempt. DS rebound, however. Good feed and the finish by Theo Allen.
That was too easy. No, to allow that offensive rebound, there was no Hillers within anywhere near that one. I'm sure Coach Keene didn't like that one.
A 53-47 lead for Dover-Sherborn girls over in Dover-Sherborn High School. 1:39 left to go in the fourth quarter. Willardson trying to direct traffic, gets it over to Elstrom Hall. Kicks it out. Here goes August running out of time on the shot clock. 1 second at the buzzer. Knocks it down. James Marcinowski.
Big shot.
That was a big bucket there by the Hillers. Full court pressure is on. Fires it over to the corner. Allen driving in, kicks it out. Wide open look. And it's good. Ryan Fragiani, he has 10 points tonight.
Freshman. Beautiful shot.
Certainly was. Cadasian driving down, gets it to Elstrom Hall. Trying to get around the defender, kicks it out. Willardson for 3. No. Rebound Allen. Taking it up, Fragiani. Feeds it over. Kearney now along the wing. Sullivan. And it's knocked away by August. It'll stay with DS.
Good hustle by August. He's got 3 fouls. We're going to keep an eye on that. He's coming out. Good hustle. Still down by 9.
On the entry, Julian Mariano. Gets it over to Fragiani.
It was showing a little different look. Looks like a zone. It looks like a zone, which is a different defensive scheme.
Well, they're guarding the interior. Dover-Sherborn was finding a lot of openings in that interior before, but they're not going to find one here. Stolen away. Simulus feeds Willardson, who lost it. Dover-Sherborn gets it back. Fragiani around the defender. No good. Put back is good.
What a player. I'll tell you what, I'm impressed. Fragiani.
It's like he froze in the air there for a second. Willardson with a good response.
Ooh, that ball came down wet. It was so big arc on that one.
Cooper Willardson with a rainbow. He has 5 points in this quarter, 9 in the game. Fragiani driving in, stripped away. Looks like we have contact. I believe they're going to get Canales.
Got to give both teams credit, man. They're playing hard.
They're really running the floor today. It's been a
track meet.
Yeah, it's been a very high tempo game. Along the perimeter they go. At the wing, Mariano. Back up top, Sullivan. Now Fragiani. Feeds the corner, Kearney. Back up top now. 3 attempt, no good there by Mariano. Hillers have it, collected by Willardson. Here comes Canales. Drive-in baseline show, and he lost it. Dribbled out of bounds. 4 minutes on the nose left to go in this third quarter. An 8-point Dover-Sherborn lead. Dover-Sherborn girls leading with less than a minute left, 53-47. Things looking good for them over at DS High School. What a good comeback by the Hillers. And a nice steal there. Hillers get it back. Willardson steps over, takes the 3, no good. Collected by Kearney. Daly with it. Trying to knock it away is Cho. Sullivan surrounded by defenders. And travel called on Fragiani. Good defensive pressure there by the Hillers.
Hillers totally swarmed Fragiani. He didn't really have a place to go, and he lifted his pivot foot, and that was that.
Willardson coming out for a break. Cho gets it over to Simulus. And now into the interior. Marcinowski around the defender, and in he goes.
That's time for Marcinowski to take over down low. It can really change the whole tone of the game if he can get a couple more of those types of buckets down low.
Along the far side, Sullivan into the interior now. Fragiani.
Good D.
Down the perimeter they go. Pump fake there. Dover-Sherborn girls have completed the victory against the Hiller girls, 55-47. Up for the jumper, no good by Kearney. Willardson trying to feed it up. Dover-Sherborn going to get it back. Daly able to strip it away. Down the lane, up with the right hand, no good by Kearney.
Marcinowski didn't, I don't know if he blocked it, he certainly disrupted that shot, and there's a nice move right there.
Turnaround jumper, Canales knocks it down.
It's a smart timeout by Coach Grady over on the Dover-Sherborn bench, as the Hillers all of a sudden are starting to flex their muscles a little bit and cutting the lead down to 4 points. It's anybody's game here. There's plenty of time, but it's certainly, well, I don't want to say comforting because that means they could get comfortable. You don't want to get comfortable when you're down by 4, but it's encouraging to see the Hillers coming back, and let's see if they can. They haven't had a lead. I don't know if they've had a lead tonight. I don't believe so. So if they can somehow come out of this fourth quarter, going into the fourth quarter with a lead, it's certainly reasonable to think that they can do that.
Yeah, absolutely. They're outscoring Dover-Sherborn so far in the quarter, 13-10, but still very much a back and forth game. And it seems like either of these offenses could heat up at any time. And I get the feeling we're going to go down to the final minutes here tonight with the way both these teams are shooting.
Both teams don't. They just play with such energy, so I don't think that's going to change in the next 10 minutes or so. A really good turnout tonight, worth mentioning. It's freezing out, as it has been for the last few weeks. And the Hiller side is pretty full over here. And that's good to see on a Tuesday night.
And we have a good amount of people watching the broadcast.
Here we go.
On the Dover-Sherborn side as well.
Oh, there you go. Oh, there's a steal. Oh!
And knocked out of bounds.
There it is.
And Dover-Sherborn's arguing that they should have the ball, but the officials called it out on DS.
Wow, that was a break.
Dedejian over to Canales. Willardson with it.
I can hear Coach Grady through the headphones here down, because he's not mic'd.
3 attempt.
Oh.
Yes. Mitch Simulus, a big-time 3-ball there. He has 7 points tonight. Full court pressure by the Hillers. Trying to keep the momentum going. And it is going to stay with Dover-Sherborn. Good hustle by Dedejian. He's trying to knock it off of Weitzman. Fragiani will have the entry. Now they're going to switch it up. Sullivan will inbound.
Fragiani, he's barely come out of the game. He might need a little break just to take the rest of the third quarter off and catch his breath.
Yeah, get ready for what should be a wild fourth quarter. I'll tell you, looking at this Dover-Sherborn team, it's hard to believe that they're only 4-9 still.
I know, I agree. I'll have to do my research on the break if there is a break, but I'd love to see the scores of their games, because I'm guessing that there's been a lot of close ones. Yeah, at 4-9.
Oh yeah, they've had quite a few close ones. Yep. Grant Sullivan will have the entry. Gets it out to Allen.
Open.
Allen gonna launch it.
Oh.
No good. Poked out. Marcinowski has it. Feeds it up to Willardson. Willardson gets it over. No good on the lay-in attempt by Simulus.
Too strong.
Allen with a nice
Almost a walk.
pass. Yep. And the Hiller defense bringing the pressure, but Dover-Sherborn still moving that ball around. A missed shot there, however, by Mariano. Willardson with it, trying to work the defender. There's the Dejin. Arsenowski back to Dejin. He'll set the pick and roll here. Dejin kicks it out. 3-attempt Simulus, no good. Battle for it underneath, and Fragiani wins that battle. Or correction, that's Mariano. Mariano driving down, gets it over to the corner. Sullivan.
Ooh, almost a walk.
Back to the corner. 48 seconds and counting left to go in this third quarter. A 1-point game. 3 attempts off the mark. And let that, oh, they kept it in, but right there was the Dejin.
5 on 4 if they got a.
The Dejin gonna take
and one,
it
he got
pulls
whacked.
it down, pops it in, draws the foul.
I don't know if it's a. I think it's. He got fouled on the first shot, Tom. But we'll have to see. I think it was. He got fouled, then he got his own rebound, then he put it in. So I think he's got 2 shots here.
I believe you may be correct. Yeah, they're not
occasionally I get it right, but no.
Once in a while.
50% of the time I'm usually right.
Well, we're tied. 48-48. Hillers have worked their way right back into this game.
That would be a really good momentum swing going into the fourth quarter, even with a 1-point lead, whatever.
Hillers on a 7-0 run, making an 8-0 run.
Inspiring.
Hillers up by 1, first lead of the game. Full court pressure is on. Saber taking it down.
Nice
He'll
pass.
fire it across.
Wide open.
To the corner, 3 attempt, and a nice shot there by Theo Allen.
Dang.
Theo Allen quietly has 15 points tonight. He's someone you got to look out for, especially along that perimeter.
Ooh, that's a pick. Yeah.
Ooh, looks like we're going to have a turnover.
Cooper kind of ran over the DS player right in front of the ref.
Yeah, they're going to get Willardson with his second foul. 3.7 seconds left to go. DS going for the buzzer beater here.
Oh, there it is.
Rejected. Loose ball, and he's just going to cover it up, and we'll head into the fourth quarter. At the end of 3, Dover-Sherborn just reclaims the lead, and it's a 51-49 game. Back and forth momentum all game long.
Yeah.
And the third quarter certainly no exception. And Dover-Sherborn came out of nowhere in the final minutes to reclaim the lead, but still very much anyone's game, Steve.
I mean, if I had to pick somebody who's going to win this game, I'm not going to do that because I'm not going to go out on a limb. It's that tight, and the Hillers got their first lead of the game just a minute ago, and hopefully that'll give them a little boost to come out flying in the fourth quarter. But they have the capability because of the way they swarm defensively. They've actually, interestingly, have chosen to go back to a 2-3 type zone. And that's Dover, and tightened up the lead down to 2 points from 7 points at halftime.
Well, I'll tell you, the 2 guys you got to watch on Dover-Sherborn, Theo Allen and Ryan Fragiani, they're the only ones that had points for DS in that third quarter.
Wow.
And they are feeling it from outside the perimeter. So those are the guys you got to watch if you're the Hiller defense.
And they got Cooper on Fragiani.
Driving in is Fragiani. Gets it out to Saber. Up top, Sullivan. 18 on the shot clock. Drive it in, feeds it over.
There's a steal.
Trying to kick it back out. Willardson ready for it and draws contact. Sullivan was trying to get it back and kind of knocked into Willardson there.
Good steal. That's a good sign.
7:35 and counting left to go in regulation. Who is going to take this game? It has been back and forth all night long. That one knocked out a play off of Fragiani. Alstrom Hall on the entry. Gets it over to Willardson. Here's the Dejin. Up top, Alstrom Hall going to drive the lane, squeezes through the defenders, can't finish. And Dover-Sherborn has it. Pass over to Saber from Sullivan. And now in the lane, the kick out.
Oh, that's a walk.
And Allen driving in, and he'll pop it in.
That was quite a hang time on that nice move, little double clutch, double pump. Sweet bounce off the glass. 4-point lead for Dover.
Dejan looking to respond, and he will.
Let me correct myself. A 1-point lead now.
Buries the three.
That was a nice shot by the senior.
Sullivan taking it up. Hands it off to Saber. The kick out. Back to Sullivan. 3 attempts.
Oh.
Yes! Back and forth we go. Both offenses on fire. August gets it over to Elstrom Hall, now to Dejan. Willardson driving down and draws a foul.
Oh.
And he went down hard. Teammates go over to check on him. I'll tell you, these officials are letting him play, Steve.
I agree. It's no one's really in any kind of foul trouble. I know that Ryland August had 3 fouls early in the first half, but he still has 3 fouls. I don't think anyone's in any trouble.
No foul was on Grant Sullivan. That's his second, team second for DS.
This is going to be a fantastic finish one way or another here.
Woodson hit the first
And a nice friendly bounce.
Gets the second. He'll take it. Here's Mariano. Kicks it out.
Oh, and that's a nice move. You got to
Up and in he goes.
I mean, right by the pillar defender.
Underneath
over the
a
back.
block there, and Simulus wanted the foul.
I mean, to your point, the refs are letting the play. That was a lot of ball, and we've seen worse fouls. But
Yep.
Anyway, Hillers still have the ball, down by 4, 6:10 left. DS staying in man-to-man.
Willardson on the entry. Dejan. Along the top of the perimeter he goes, gets it over to Simulus. Now back to Willardson. 20 on the shot clock.
There it is.
Willardson over to Marcinowski. Marcinowski working his way
And
in.
one.
Up, off the window and in. A big bucket by the big man, James Marcinowski.
Beautiful. Ball faking the whole way.
Back to a 2-point game. 3 attempts. Got it!
Wow.
Thomas Kearney with his first bucket of the second half.
Senior captain, that's big.
He has 16 points
Oh,
tonight.
that's a sweet move right there.
Nice move there, Marcinowski.
And one.
Yes! James Marcinowski with another strong finish.
I'm calling for the and ones but they're not calling it, but a lot of body contact, but the refs, good for them. They're just letting the boys play.
I think the refs are too entertained to call anything. Sullivan.
That's good pressure.
Fragiani trying to work the defender up with the shot. No good.
He's saying before the shot.
We're going to have a Hiller foul, looks like. It will be an inbound. Right to the
Nice.
block.
Good job.
And a miss
Marcinowski.
by Mariano.
Nice outlet.
That's what the Hillers need to do. Get Marcinowski in that low post.
Yep.
There's really no one that can stop him. Poked out. Marcinowski regathers possession. Willardson directing traffic.
Let's get a good shot here, guys.
Over to Dejan, back to Willardson. Around the horn they go. Canales driving in, kicks it out. 4 seconds on the shot clock. He's got to shoot. Long 3. No, off the back iron. Marcinowski nearly had it, but it's collected by Kearney.
Kearney, good play by Kearney.
And we're going to get a timeout call. What a wild game this is.
That's a pretty smart timeout by the, Coach Grady over in Dover-Sherborn just to settle his guys down.
61-58, Dover-Sherborn leading. What a back and forth battle, Steve. Unreal.
I'm uncomfortable up here, Tom. You know? I'm uncomfortable because both teams are just, it's like a prize fight. You back and forth, taking a couple punches, and you think they're going down, and all of a sudden they're back in the game. I guess I'm speaking for the Hillers, but then when the Hillers come back and they take a small lead, then Dover-Sherborn comes back and hits a 3. And wow, it's going to be a fun 4 minutes.
Absolutely. We have a big day of Hiller sports tomorrow evening. Wednesday night, we got Hiller Wrestling. They'll take on Ashland for the Coaches versus Cancer game. We'll have it live at 7 p.m. We have Hiller boys and girls swimming over at Milford High School, taking on Ashland and Holliston, and a 3-team meet at 7 p.m. And last but not least, Hiller girls hockey hosts Gloucester over at the New England Sports Center, and 8 p.m. face-off for Hiller Dover-Sherborn girls co-op hockey at 8 p.m. So a trifecta of Hiller sports.
Oh, man. You don't miss much, Tom. I got to say, you don't miss much.
I try. All right, here's Sullivan. 4:08 left to go, 3-point game. DS leading currently. It's been back and forth, especially throughout this second half. Allen gets it over. 3 from the corner, and it's good. Julian Mariano.
That's a backbreaker right there after some tough D, and then all of a sudden he's wide open for a 3. He's barely contested.
Willardson gets it to Dedejian, and we have a foul against the Blue Raiders.
That's their 3rd foul of the quarter. With 3.5 minutes left, could come into play.
Marcinowski on the entry. Dedejian gets it over, and now Marcinowski trying to drive down the lane, up for the shot, no. And a rebound by the Blue Raiders, pulled down by Allen. Here they come, and knocked away, and it was picked up by Sullivan, and he was called for the travel.
Wow.
And Coach Grady did not like that call, and I think he was also trying to call a timeout.
I don't blame him, to be honest with you. I'm trying to be fair up here. I know I'm a homer, but I thought that might have been a foul on Simulus, to be honest with you. There was some body contact, and anyway,
Well, I think a case could be made for both sides.
Yeah, we're not going to resolve this up here.
Show gets it over to Dedejian. With it now, Simulus back up top. Willardson for 3. Got it!
Coop.
Mr. Clutch, Cooper Willardson coming through big.
That's a really big shot. Oh, too bad.
Knocked away, and it's going to stay with the Blue Raiders.
Heck of a play by the Dover-Sherborn dad down there, I got to say. It's a short hop.
We're going to get a timeout call. Dover-Sherborn 64, Hillers 61. 3:01 left to go. What a game we got here tonight at Hopkinton High School.
Too close to call, as they say.
Certainly is. And just a number of great performances tonight on both sides. You got Sam Dedejian, 14 points, Marcinowski with 12, and Cooper Willardson seems to always come through when the Hillers need a spark to get their offense going. He's got 14.
Yeah, that's solid.
And then on Dover-Sherborn's side, Theo Allen, 19 points. He's been incredible. And you got Kearney with 15 and Fragiani with 12.
Pretty good distribution.
So the captains and the leaders of the teams are stepping up tonight. And it's still very much anyone's game.
We could see OT, who knows? I'm going to have to ask for a raise if it goes to overtime. The time commitment and everything. No, just kidding.
We do have some TVL updates to tell you about. Boys basketball. Norwood took down Millis by a final of 67-62. At the end of 3 quarters, Medfield boys leading Holliston 48-31. And on the girls' side, Dover-Sherborn got the win against the Hillers tonight. 3 minutes and counting left to go. Off the timeout, Theo Allen driving in, and it's batted in the air. Out of bounds it goes, and it's going Hiller way.
Coach Grady's saying he got tipped out, but he's not getting a lot of hometown calls, as they say, because he's on the road, I guess. Might have something to... No, I'm not saying that, but...
Dedejian over to Willardson for 3.
Oh,
no good. Grabs the rebound, drives in. No good. And it's pulled down by Mariano.
Too bad he ran out of real estate down there on the left side. Definitely frantic defense.
A pass underneath.
Oh, nice blow.
Oh, we're going to get a foul call. I didn't see much contact, but apparently the official did, and Kearney went up, and it looks like they're going to get Cho with his first.
Good defensive play by Cho. Just unfortunate, might have caught a little body on that one. Every play is big right now.
It absolutely is. Kearney on his first of 2.
Ooh, that's a big miss.
No good.
He's had a big night.
Second of 2. And it's good. A 4-point game. Here's Willardson. And Coach Keene wants a timeout. They want to talk things over. Well, this is that crucial point in the game where you're going to draw things up and come up with something extravagant.
I don't know what they have in the playbook that we haven't seen. It's gonna. I think you had mentioned it earlier. Going down to Marcinowski down low is a good strategy. It slows the game down a little bit if there's fouls. And
I think if you're the Hillers, that is the strategy. If you're going to shoot a 3, I mean, I'd say the most reliable along the perimeter, it's been Willardson tonight. The Dejans certainly can strike from beyond the perimeter as well, but he struggled a bit. But I think you got to rely on those lanes. And after the Hillers stopped attempting so many 3s, they seem to have more success. So I think you got to go to the low post game.
Yeah, and Cooper's hit a couple 3s this half, and it's just a question of moving the ball around, getting open shots. They don't want to waste the 35 seconds on each possession here. We probably want to get a shot off in 10 or 12, 13, 14 seconds. Just work for a good one and do the best you can with maximize the number of possessions down the stretch here.
Couple TVL updates. Medfield girls defeated Holliston 59-31, and at the end of 3 quarters, Westwood boys leading Norton 30-24. Off the timeout, 2:21 left to go. Feeds it out to Willardson.
Dover-Sherborn playing tough D. It's not like they're going to roll over here. They got a 4-point lead. They're the ones in the lead right now.
18 on the shot clock.
There it is.
Gets it over, up, and no good to Dejan. Batted in the air. Willardson gets it over, and it looks like we're going to have a foul. It's going to be against the Blue Raiders. I think they're going to get Kearney with his second, and they do indeed.
It's a non-shooting foul. That's the 4th foul of the quarter, so the next one puts the Hillers in the bonus.
That could be a big factor.
And Dover-Sherborn's not in that position.
Marcinowski kicks it out. Willardson along the wing. Dejan gets it up to Cho. Now Simulus driving in. Dejan trying to split the defenders, and we get a foul.
And there's the 5th foul. It's a shooting foul anyway, but from here on out, I think the Hillers are going to be at the line.
That's right, they're in the bonus. It's a good time to be in the bonus if you're the Hillers.
The plot thickens, as they say.
Sam Dejan at the line for his second time tonight. 2 for 2 from the strike so far. Misses the first.
You know, this fatigue play comes into play here. Not that they're out of shape. It's just it's a normal human situation.
Well,
you play most of the game, and you.
Especially this game, the pace has been crazy.
They have youth on their side, so there's plenty. I'm sure they have plenty of gas in the tank. Minute and 45 seconds left, down by 3. Need a stop.
Driving in, Sullivan, and what a block!
There we go.
Great block by Dejan.
Wow. Play of the game right there.
Absolutely, Sullivan goes in for the layup, and Dejan says, "Get that out of here!"
And then blocks it off the Dover-Sherborn player to get the ball back. That's a double trouble for Dover-Sherborn on that play.
Dejan driving in from the block, draws the foul.
It's taking over. You can see it. You can feel the vibe. Dejan, he's like, guys, hop on my back. I'm going to carry you.
At the line for his 3rd time tonight.
Gets the student section on their feet.
Misses the first. This is a big free throw right here.
They're all big.
But you'd love to get within 2.
Coach Keene bringing August back into the game.
Yeah, giving Cho a breather. No good.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Dover-Sherborn has it. It remains a 3-point game. Fraggiani gets it back over to Allen now. Trying to drive down, kicks it out over to Mariano, and we're going to get a timeout.
How many timeouts do these coaches have? It seems like there's been a lot of them this quarter, but they've got to be running low on them.
I believe it's 3 per half. 3 per half, I believe.
Because both coaches might be down to 1 left or something, and 113 is a fairly decent amount of time when you have a 2-point or 3-point game.
Well, this is the time you're going to use them. Talk things over, and every possession's crucial, especially if you're Dover-Sherborn. You could go up by 2 scores here. Big opportunity.
Very big.
And we'll see what the Hillers plan defensively. Dover-Sherborn certainly a threat to shoot the 3 ball. They've been knocking them down all night long. A couple more TVL updates. Girls basketball, Medway defeated Dedham 53-34. And it looks like the Dover-Sherborn channel had the score wrong. It looks like the Hiller girls won 55.
Is that what happened?
Yeah, that's what it's looking like.
Well, we'll have to do some research on that, but that would be a wonderful correction.
Yes.
If that's the case. After being down.
But their TV broadcast had Dover-Sherborn 55, but it looks like it may have been wrong.
To do some reconciliation there.
Sullivan with it. 1:10 left to go. Hillers could really use a stop here. Mariano with it. Dover-Sherborn going to take as much time as they want. Fraggiani 8 on the shot clock. Behind the back dribble. Feeds it underneath.
Oh, that's too bad.
No good! But he gets the rebound, a battle for it, and we'll have a jump ball call.
I think they called a foul.
I think that should have been a jump ball call. The possession arrow is pointing in the Hiller direction, but it looks like they got him with a foul.
I got to say, the Dover-Sherborn still has the ball, but that was a missed opportunity by them to miss that little bunny layup down there.
Fraggiani feeds it out over to Mariano.
They got a full shot clock. They don't want to burn it.
Here's Fraggiani driving in, kicks it out. And knocked away from Allen, but regathering is Sullivan, kicks it out. Allen for 3, and it's good.
That might do it, man.
That might do it. We shall see. What a big-time bucket that was. 3 attempt, no good.
Gotta launch it.
Another 3 attempt, Dadasian, no good. Batted out, Dadasian gets it over. Simulus for 3, it's blocked. Kicks it over. Dadasian for 3, no good.
Wow.
And the foul is given. 8 seconds left. And it looks like the Blue Raiders are going to pull off a huge upset here tonight.
That is a huge upset. It's I don't know if there's a pathway for the Hillers to get 6 points in the next 8.1 seconds, and the student body has seen enough. They seem to be exiting the building. Not a good sign.
Fraggiani on the entry. Taylor's just going to foul here. And they'll hope for a couple missed free throws and to get a very quick bucket, but
I don't know. I'm doing the math, and it's not looking good.
It is not. Tough loss to take if you're the Hillers.
But
this Dover-Sherborn team tonight, you got to give them credit. They came to play.
I agree.
No good on that first free throw.
Fraggiani, freshman, I don't know how many points he has. Maybe you have that, but he's
12 points.
No matter what grade he's in, he had a really big game. But the fact that he's a freshman is,
Gets his own rebound.
And that'll do it.
Out of bounds. Dover-Sherborn could just pretty much burn the clock here.
We need a 6-point play. I don't know what they have that play in the playbook tonight, but that'll do it, everybody. That's too bad.
3 attempt, no good, and that's going to do it. A big-time win for Dover-Sherborn as they stun the Hillers with a 68-62 win. The Blue Raiders, got to give them huge credit. They played tremendous. Theo Allen had 22 points for Dover-Sherborn. He's, I got to say, probably the player of the game. Kearney had 17. Fragiani had 12, but the Dover-Sherborn offense struck when they needed to tonight, and they end up with the 68-62 win. Dover-Sherborn now 5-9, Hillers now 9-4. Steve, any final thoughts?
No, just congratulations to both teams. Both teams, very entertaining game tonight. The fact that it was going back and forth for the whole game, and even right to the end until about 20 or 30 seconds left, it was potential, but once the student body left the building, that you knew that was over then. But congratulations again, tough loss, but we'll get them next time, as they say.
Well, a big thank you to our crew, Mary Arnott, Mike Tarosian. A big thanks to my broadcast partner, Steve Spector. For everyone at HCAM, I'm Tom Nappy. The final score for the final time, Dover-Sherborn defeats the Hillers 68-62. That is going to do it for our coverage here tonight. Take care, enjoy the rest of your evening, and we'll talk to you again soon. Goodbye, everybody.